Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, folks around the world. Welcome to another episode of Hangin at Inti HQ, live at Inti Creates headquarters in beautiful Chiba, Japan. I am your host, Inti Creates producer and localization director, Matt Papa. And to my right, this is Radical Radness of the Rad Master Dude.
Yeah, Andrew Single for localizing with Inti Creates. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Straight out of Chiba.
Speaking of nights, the night of the eve, the release.
In places
folks
where
in North America, anyway.
Yeah, in places where it is night right now, it is the night before.
Yes.
Bloodstained Curse of the Moon comes out.
Yes, it's been a wild ride, to say the least, since last time you saw us when we introduced officially on the stream.
A whole week ago.
A whole, feels like an eternity ago. For everything that's happened between now and then. But here we are, and we are here. This is the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon special stream, and pretty much everything today is going to be focused on Bloodstained,
right.
And we are super excited to bring that to you guys today. So, before we kick off with all the Bloodstained goodies, I want to take a few minutes to just kind of bring you guys up to speed on what's going on here at Inti Creates, including some new developments with Bloodstained Ritual of the Night itself. So let's get to the news. First things first, I want to start things off with, of course, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Jeez. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night's 8-bit game,
right.
Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. It's going to happen at least once.
Bloodstained Curse of the Moon brought to you by Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Yes, there you go. That was good. That's good. That's good. So as we've said already, this game is coming out tomorrow, or depending on where you live, today.
Should be out now.
May 24th. We are so excited to have this game ready for you guys. It's been one hell of a ride bringing it from announcement to here, but here we are. Bloodstained Ritual of the Curse of the Moon. Oh my god. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is coming to Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 3DS, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, Xbox One, and Steam.
Yes.
The 6-hit combo.
So for Switch, 3DS, PlayStation 4, Vita, those should all be up as their respective stores update.
Yes.
Steam will be out, I think midnight, East Coast America, West Coast? In like 3 hours, it says on the Steam page.
Yeah. So that, quick math, that should be...
If you check the Steam page, it'll tell you.
That should be midnight Pacific time, because Valve's in Seattle.
Right.
So,
now there are a few exceptions, though.
Yes. Now, as we unfortunately had to announce yesterday, we did absolutely everything we could to prevent this from happening. We had to push back the release of the game on a few platforms. On the European 3DS, the game will be releasing a week from now on the 31st of May. And for Xbox One, this is worldwide users, the game will be releasing on June 6th, so essentially 2 weeks from now. Again, we did absolutely everything we could in our power to prevent that from happening. And I really need to give a special thanks to Microsoft Japan and Nintendo of Europe for doing everything they could to help facilitate that. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't always work out. This was by far the biggest self-published release we've ever done.
Yeah, on us.
Publishing on 6 platforms at once. We're a small company with a small team. That is, make no mistake, that is a huge undertaking. I don't care how much you know about the industry, it is a humongous undertaking. And we did everything we possibly could to get that out together, all in one.
Right. And also, we would like to mention, things will be a little bit different for backers of the Ritual of the Night Kickstarter.
Yeah,
if they're waiting for your backer code, it's a little bit of a different situation. There's a Kickstarter update that explains everything, but long story short, the Steam codes are out, and everyone who applied for a console version will get a temporary use Steam code to play the game day one there. So we don't want anyone to be late. No one wants, we don't want anyone left behind.
Yeah. Like, we did literally everything that we could possibly be done, we have done. You know, believe me, in the ideal world, everyone would have codes and everything would be perfect, and but we're doing we're trying our best, and we're doing everything we can to, you know, make sure, you know, everybody's as happy as possible. We realize we're never going to please everybody, but man, we're trying.
Yeah, and we're working together with Fangamer and ArtPlay to get those done as soon as possible. So please wait warmly.
So before
you'll be getting those sooner rather than later.
Yes, yes. They are coming sooner rather than later, and literally as soon as they come in to us, we are going to forward them on to Fangamer ArtPlay, and they will deliver those to you guys post haste.
Yep.
So, you know, for the backers, just, you know, hang tight. You know, again, we've done everything we possibly could, and hopefully, you know, the codes will come in sooner rather than later. But we're not talking like weeks or months or anything like that here. So hopefully, you know, within the next couple of days, we'll have most of the codes. But we don't want to make any promises we can't keep in terms of exact days. So when they come in, we're gonna shoot them right over. So we got a couple other pieces of Inti Creates news before we move into the Bloodstained meat and potatoes of the show. As we announced last week, with Bloodstained Ritual of the Curse of the Moon.
Yep, that's what it's called. Yep.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Curse of the Moon did it. We have a new game coming out also that is in development in the early stages, called Azure Striker Gunvolt, or Gunvolt Chronicles, excuse me. Luminous Avenger X. This is part of the Azure Striker Gunvolt series, and we announced this together with Curse of the Moon at Bit Summit 2 weeks ago, and this is basically the next chapter in the Gunvolt series, but it's not so much a direct sequel to Gunvolt 2.
It's a new entry in this series.
It's a new entry in the series, but it's more of like a spin-off type of deal. You know, it's featuring everyone's favorite grumpy boy, Copen, taking up the starring role here, and we're gonna
Ix. It's Ix.
Luminous Avenger Ix. He is the Ix. And so this game is in development now. It's still in the early stages, so we are going to have a lot of new information about this game in the coming months as, you know, development progresses. So for all you Gunvolt fans out there, definitely stay tuned, because we are just getting started with Luminous Avenger X. We're gonna have a lot more cool stuff to show you guys going forward.
Yeah,
with
exciting.
That. And speaking of Gunvolt goodies, we are not done with Gunvolt goodies. The Gunvolt game on Steam, Azure Striker Gunvolt 1, recently received an update for the PC version that basically turns it into the equal of the Switch version, which means it has all of the, you know, kind of upgrades that the Switch version got, including 60 FPS, you know, the kudos system from GB2 implemented into GB1, and all the other awesome upgrades that went along with the Switch version of the game can now be enjoyed by all owners of the Steam version.
All on one big beautiful screen.
Yes, one big beautiful screen.
One big beautiful
you don't have to worry about changing screens or anything like that anymore. It's like right there. So we hope you guys who on the PC version, we know you've been waiting for that update. So we hope you have the chance to enjoy Gunvolt on PC. I would say, in its greatest form.
Oh yeah, definitely. The best it's been, for sure.
But we're not done with Gunvolt. Oh no. Gunvolt's been a busy boy lately. So not only has he got the PC version update,
been getting around.
And if you want to see footage of this, we had this on last week's stream. Gunvolt will be in an upcoming fighting game by Nicholas called Blade Strangers, and he is absolutely awesome in this game. We showcased him quite a bit in the stream last week. Gunvolt doing battle against, you know, the Quote and Curly from Cave Story, and Shovel Knight, and Umihara Kawase, and all kinds of awesome characters.
That game is shaping up really well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So if you want to see what Gunvolt appearance is like in Blade Strangers, you can check out last week's live stream archive, both here on Twitch and on our YouTube channel. You can get a feel for what GV is like.
Watch us duke it out.
Yeah, watch Andrew kick my ass, because he's much better at fighting games than I am. But it was good. It's a lot of fun, so definitely check that out. And our last piece of news for today, before we get into everything, Galgun 2 has received its third DLC update for both PS4 and Nintendo Switch. And so these are the 3 newest costumes.
Yes.
We have the Fighting Spirit Academy uniform. Have a nice little soccer jersey getup.
Yeah.
And we have the Oni bikini.
That's right, Oni bikini.
Right, Oni bikini. Good. So yeah, those are available now. Which one's your favorite?
I kind of like the soccer uniform.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's like not something you see too often.
No.
It's kind of fresh.
Yeah, I love like
feeling.
the sport uniforms. Like that's always I'm a sports jersey lover, so that's
I'm fond of
always a personal favorite of mine.
Oni horns too. Those are good. Classic, very classic.
Yeah, very classic. But yeah, so those are available now. You can get them in as individual pieces or as a set, whichever you prefer. And this is just the third round of DLC for Galgun 2. We still have 4 more to go.
That's right.
4 more to go. So all you Galgun lovers out there, you got a lot more stuff on the horizon. So definitely stay tuned. Those are releasing every 2 weeks. So we're going to have the 4th one probably around the same time. Then we do the next stream. Yeah. So we'll be able to show that one off to you guys during the next live stream. So look forward to that and enjoy all of these doki shenanigans with Galgun 2. So that will do it for the news part of the show. Now, this is the Bloodstained release special. This is the Bloodstained release special. So we really want to take some time, and by some time I mean the rest of the time, to talk about Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, and we're obviously going to showcase the game to you guys too. But before we get into that, I kind of want to talk about, our experiences with working on the game, seeing the game in development, because you don't really get who else is going to give these fine folks that insider take besides us.
Right.
So, I mean, the game's coming out tomorrow, but we've been working on this game for many months now, and Andrew and I have the pleasure of sitting basically right behind the main director of the game and the main pixel artist of the game. So basically two of the busiest people on this project. And what's it been like for you, just kind of seeing the game grow and like
even
into
from the
the
very
final
beginning,
product that it really is?
Yeah, just watching the sprites get made like that. As always, I think it's one of the most impressive aspects of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Watanabe-san and company just absolutely crushed it.
Yeah.
Like out of the park, home run.
They're so good.
With the sprite work in this game, it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's been an interesting take. Like it's not a perfect recreation of what a NES or Famicom game would look like. It's not within those bounds. There are certain parts of the game where I think that was a consideration. Like the main character sprites are very, very authentic looking to an NES game. But,
yes, they are. Yes, they are.
But there were more liberties taken for the boss characters specifically.
Oh, definitely.
They
like,
look amazing.
The animations and just the fluidity of and everything, you would never be able to do that on an NES. Or even like a TurboGrafx, or even, like not with the way that like
big sprites, lots of different colors.
Yeah, some of those bosses. I mean, we actually introduced, yesterday? We put up a lot of information about the bosses on the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon homepage. And these bosses are huge. They're not like, I mean, some of them are smaller, but some of these bosses are like gigantic. Like, it's crazy. And that's the beauty of making, an 8-bit style game on a modern console, is you can do so much more with it. You don't have, you're doing the 8-bit style art, but you don't have the hardware limitations. The game's not flashing like crazy because too much is going on. Or
I really like that. It's like your imagined retro console, like the one in your head almost. Like,
exactly.
Back in the day when you were playing these games, like you weren't like, oh, like this you know, these palettes are really restrained, and these sprites are so small because of the limitation of hardware. Like in your head, it's like, oh wow, look at this amazing stuff. Like look at how beautiful this boss is. Like it's so scary looking. You know, but nowadays, you know, you look at that stuff and you can see the limitations, and things were made for a reason.
Exactly.
And so now we can kind of make the games that were in people's heads, and I think that's really cool.
It's kind of like everyone's like dream 8-bit that they have with the rose-tinted glasses that they have in their heads.
Right.
You can kind of bring that to life now, which is great. And of course, you know, we were responsible for localizing the game. You know, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is not exactly a text-heavy game, so this isn't, you know, the hardest localization job we've had in terms of sheer amount of work. But it was fun, you know, bringing these characters to life, and you know, and especially characters, you know, these are very strong characters, especially like someone like Zangetsu, who's he's a very driven, very serious sort of character.
Yeah, he's not a very nice man.
No, he's not. He's not a super.
Very interesting to have him as a main character.
Guy. But it was really cool getting a taste for some of these characters that are, you know, that we're going to see later on in Ritual of the Night when that comes out, and it's really exciting to get a taste for these characters and just see how much world building for these characters is already done.
That's true.
And like you kind of getting the taste of the vision that Iga has for the story, because that's what the cool part was. You know, while like development wise and like, you know, do this gameplay mechanic, do that gameplay mechanic, you know, Iga was very hands off, but in terms of like, you know, the story and where the, you know, and how the characters' personalities are, basically the characters themselves, you know, he was very hands on with that.
Right.
You know, it's, you know, he's weaving, because, you know, he's got to weave that into the narrative of, you know, Ritual of the Night in some way, shape, or form. So it was really cool seeing, basically getting a taste of that, you know, vision that he has for this franchise. And, you know, where, you know, this is just a small little part, I think, of the overall experience that people are going to get later on. So that's really cool.
For sure, and I know it was originally pitched as a prequel game, but I think as we started to take our own liberties with it and working with them, we made a little more sense to make it more of a kind of a side story, rather than like specifically
like a bona fide prequel.
Right.
Yeah, it's more of like a side story. It's almost kind of similar to what we're doing with, you know, Luminous Avenger X with the Gunvolt series. You know, it's not a bona fide prequel or like in a set timeline per se. It's kind of its own standalone property, but with obvious ties to its source material. So I think that's one of the really cool parts about it. And just, as you're going to see in a hot minute, it's just fun as hell.
It's really good.
It's just fun as hell. And you know, when you think you've found everything, or you think you've seen everything, I would wager a bet that you probably did. So you just say that's safe to assume?
Yeah, no, there's actually quite a bit hidden in there. Obviously, we won't be getting to that stuff today. I think people will be looking forward to finding that themselves.
Yeah, you are not getting a roadmap from us. No way, shape, or form. But
yeah, another thing about it is, like, they went to great lengths to tone, like, to tweak the difficulty.
Yes.
So there are not only, like, the two, you know, included styles, of veteran and casual style, which I think is a very important decision because.
Oh yeah. You don't want to have a giant hurdle for, you know, not everyone's a super pro at 2D action games. Not everybody grew up with these games, so you don't want to give people a huge bar of entry, and you know, it's just not the right thing to do.
Right, and like personally, you know, when I was playing before release, I was just checking for errors and stuff. So I picked casual mode just to get through the game a little faster. Right. Actually, I would say I was not a big player of this specific style of NES game. So it's a little, like I played maybe some PlayStation era games of this sort, but not NES.
Right.
I'm not quite used to.
NES, did you?
I did. It was not, you know, just something, like this style of game was not something I picked up.
Right. Okay.
But so this morning I got the game and was playing it on veteran mode. It's a different ball game entirely. It's completely different.
Well, we're looking for. Well,
it's very tough.
We're about to show them what it's all about because we're going to now switch things over to gameplay. Curse of the Moon. You're seeing it right here. So let's change that over to the game, and we're going to dive right into this, guys. Let's do it. Let's get this going, man. So. My dear Kohai,
I'll
take the honors.
I'll take the first stage. Now, this music is really good. I think just take Just soak it in a little bit.
Yeah, just soak this in.
I love the file select music. So we'll go ahead and let's show off veteran mode, I think.
Yeah. So let's give people a chance to see like what. Yeah. So this is a very more traditional retro style challenge.
Yeah.
Like,
If you just imagine you were picking up an NES game. This is kind of what you would expect.
Right.
Going
Whereas
into
casual.
Casual. There's quite a few changes in casual mode, so you don't have to worry about your lives.
Yeah.
The big one, for fans of this style of game, you don't take damage. Whenever you take damage, you don't get knocked back.
Right.
Which can be really brutal on old school
games. A lot of games of all action game genres, from futuristic to horror to everything in between. That knockback was some of the most brutal stuff you had to deal with.
That's definitely a big point. And then also, like, it doesn't mention here, but you have more life, you get more weapon points to use your sub weapons.
Yeah.
And I think that's most of the changes. But just do know you will not be penalized for picking this mode.
No.
You'll be able to unlock everything. You'll be able to see everything. We don't want to, you have to play on veteran.
Yeah, we don't want to put.
This is purely just your choice.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't want to put the content of the game behind a difficulty wall.
Right.
We want people of all skill levels to be able to experience the game.
And I will say, it's still challenging on casual. It's
right.
not
It is
like
not
a walk in the
cakewalk.
park.
It is not. It is not platforms over pits. It's not, one enemy where there were originally 4 or anything like that. So.
All right. But today we're gonna play veteran. We're gonna get it done, and I will take stage 1, which you think, oh, this will be easy, right? Well, one of the big points of the game is your multiple characters. Yeah. Like, as you recruit characters, that actually is another factor that goes into the difficulty. Now, it doesn't change the game per se, but you have a wider variety of options when you have more people. Your allies have their own health bars.
Yes.
So being able to switch back and forth will give you essentially more health, and you'll just have more options.
Exactly.
And you can take shortcuts when you have them. So the first stage, you only have Zangetsu.
Yeah.
So you can't just walk through it willy-nilly, because you have 1 health bar, and if you die, your team gets wiped out because it's just Zangetsu. Yeah. He's the low.
You are a one-man show when you start off. So
I hope you're enjoying the text crawl at the beginning. It's
that ambiance.
It's so good.
Yeah. Sound team crushed it with the soundtrack.
Yeah, I love the atmosphere.
Yeah. Because it builds you up. It's not like zooming through,
No, you can.
You can zoom through if you want.
Please no. You can.
You can if you are impatient. You can zoom that through. Should you so desire.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Give it a little nudge.
You're replaying the game, which you probably will be after you finish it. Want to start it back up again for a reason.
There he is. I love that opening scene. It's so good.
Cool. All right.
All right, man.
It was done. Do it.
Yeah, so Zangetsu, he kind of has that, sheath, unsheath, stab, and resheath type of attack.
He's so cool.
He is. Not the nicest guy in the world, but man, he's badass.
He's kind of a jerk.
He's a badass.
He has reasons. It's not for no reason.
Yeah, nice. Get that money.
Lucky.
Get that money.
Lucky Clover.
Ah.
Those jerks. Gotta watch out.
What I love about the way the game was put together was how many different paths you can take through the stage.
Mm-hmm.
There's one right up there in the top right.
Yeah,
Zangetsu himself can't reach, but... Yeah, so you just got a new weapon right there. So
let's show
the fine folks.
Sub weapons a little bit.
Yeah, so...
This is a really good one.
Yeah, so each character gets different sub weapons. So the one he has now is kind of like a
I want to change this a little bit. So I have to turn on the because you actually have 2 options to use your sub weapon. You can press the X button, or you can assign that button, but you can also press hold up and press attack, which apparently I'm used to because I was trying to do it there. I'll just turn that on real quick. Yeah, so you can press the X button, or you can assign that button, but you can also press hold up and press attack, which apparently I'm used to because I was trying to do it there. I'll just turn that on real quick. or a classic style.
So it's up to you guys. You can just hit the button or do the up and attack, whichever feels more comfortable to you. That is your option to pursue. I do like how we did. You know, you can jump on the steps and kind of go halfway up.
I'm glad I do that.
I do that all the time.
Fun.
It's like, why walk up every set of stairs when you don't have to?
A little explanation. Thanks.
Yeah.
Explain what we just explained. Yeah. But yeah, the lamps are going to be different colors to show you what's inside. Like this one is purple, so that means it contains a sub-weapon.
Yep.
I can grab that.
Now he's got the ball and chain, which is the kind of 45-degree diagonal shot.
Very useful. Just hit those things above your head.
Yeah, super useful for that. Because Zangetsu's not exactly very anti-air capable on his own, but that ball and chain helps a lot.
Got his sword, it's kind of got a little short range, but it's I think it's the fastest attack, and therefore can put out the most damage.
Right. Its range is short, but its attack speed is high. Oh, watch out for the chandeliers!
I know. Classic.
So, does the whip do 45-degree angle only? Yeah, it's like a set 45-degree
Yeah, the sub-weapons only have like their one attack. I can't get in there.
I wonder how you get through there.
Oh no. He's trying to jump on it more.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the kind of.
It's really useful for
what do they call those? It's like the
It's a paper.
it's like the spiritual
magic charm.
Right? Magic charm. I wanted to say tag, but I knew it wasn't tag. And it's really good on those.
Ooh, it's super.
This is like the opposite of anti-air. This is hit ground enemies. You're gonna have a bad time.
As long as they're sitting still.
Yeah, those are really good against still enemies. I love the backgrounds. He does such a good job with the scrolling backgrounds and the looming castle and the. Oh, it's so good. I know it might sound cheesy, like praising our own game so much, but we're responsible for like localization. I'm responsible for like being the guy you talk to on Twitter and all that stuff. So we're not.
Yeah, I don't feel so bad.
Us individually are not making the sprites. We're not.
That's kind of why I work here, is because I'm impressed with the games that Inti puts out.
Yeah, so it's like I don't feel bad praising to hell and back the amazing job our comrades at the office did. Because man, they did an awesome job. Alright, so there's first boss man.
Glutton Train.
Glutton Train. He's a hungry boy.
Cannot reach. Let me get it. A little close. Had a little practice.
Boy. Yeah, he had a little practice.
This part is still pretty hard.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Yeah, like the sprite artist sits directly behind me. So, like, seeing the boss characters, especially the boss characters, because that is not, that's not an easy task to make sprites that big, that are animated, mind you.
I really specifically like watching the special effects get made.
Oh, it's so cool.
Like, because, you have to animate like every, too much practice. Every like frame of like smoke billowing or like laser beam shooting and fireballs coming out and things like that. It's really fun to watch. There we go. So yeah, the little like after I defeated him, he had one more attack. Those desperation attacks will not kill you. They cannot kill you, but if you avoid them, you get an extra life.
Hey.
Here we go.
Oh, who's that?
Who is it? It's the star of Bloodstained, the Ritual of the Night. You might have seen her before.
Yeah, you may have seen her before.
Awesome. So I get to be a jerk. He insists me.
Yeah.
Time to understand.
He has a bone or 12 to pick with demons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright.
Alright. We got the heroine of Ritual of the Night herself, Miriam.
Yeah, so you can. I'm gonna show off the switching system. You
Yeah.
Stage
so,
2.
Yeah. So and so when you get a new ally, you know, it kind of explains to you how they work. You know, you can hit the buttons. Yeah. So
is it possible to beat the game using only one character, or is it required to switch characters?
Not necessarily.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Because like you see that screen, I had full control. So.
Yeah, I mean, you're not forced to make friends.
Right. Yeah,
that is up to you.
So yes, you can. And of course, like, even if you recruit people, they will die, and they will become unavailable for a period of time. So it wouldn't really be fair if like all of your allies died.
Yeah. So if you do get an ally, then it tells you.
Yeah, and here's their.
How they work. She's got the high jump, slide, and my little skeleton friends point the way. Thanks, dude.
Friendly dead people.
Love that map screen. Alright, so then literally just LNR.
Yeah, any point in time.
Any point. So let's we just got Miriam, so let's
she's really good.
So Miriam's got a lot of so her thing is the whip. It's a slower attack. Zangetsu has a much faster attack speed, but Miriam is slower, but she's got the reach.
And you notice like the wind up itself is slower, so it does come out slower, so you can't react as quickly.
Yeah, and you can't like spam it.
So yeah, you have to be a little bit more deliberate whenever you play this game. Just something to be careful about. She also jumps really high, which is great. It's very useful. Yeah, slide is going to be almost exclusively for getting through areas. It's not invincible, it's not an attack, and it's pretty slow. So it's more just like a little traversal option rather than anything you use in combat.
Now, the one thing that's really cool about Miriam is that she has probably the most sub-weapons of anybody.
She does, that's true.
They're probably bad. She does have the most sub-weapons of anybody.
Is that right?
So right now I have she's got the dagger, which she started with. She's got the rapier, the sickle, and the axe.
Sickle and axe.
So I think she has one more than Zangetsu does.
Well, she has, but she has as many as Alpha does.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Alpha also has 4.
Yeah,
but they're different nature.
Yeah, they're very different. The rapier one that she has now.
Yeah, lots of versatility there.
See? Knockback.
Yep.
It has it.
She didn't get knocked into a hole.
So that's the dagger.
That's a dagger.
So this one's more of like a fast,
like your range
very
attack.
few weapon points. I want revenge on this guy. Let's go down here.
Yeah, she's very purple.
Now, see, this is an example of what we were talking about. Is like, so if you're Zangetsu,
right?
Oh man, I can't get up there. Now, if you don't make friends with Miriam, or Miriam's currently KO'd or whatever, you got to go take the long way.
Yep.
But if Miriam's kicking, boom, jump right up there.
You sure do. And I would say don't feel compelled to take the long way. I believe taking shortcuts is, I wouldn't say always better. I mean, it's always, kind of depends. You'll get a different view of things you want to go see. But you're not going to miss out on anything by taking a shortcut.
Right.
Or some care was taken to do that. If you want to see a different route, but if you don't take the shortcut, you'll probably encounter more enemies.
Yeah, you're going to have a rougher go of it. Okay, got the rapiers again. These are really good. Because she fires 3 of them, so I mean...
It's good, yeah, but they all go up.
Right.
So you can't use them at enemies in front of you, but they're very, very good at anti-air. Yeah, those, the purple lamps always give you a sub-weapon for the character you have selected.
The rapier.
You can kind of like pick and choose, sort of like, I want to change this one out.
Let's see if it's not get what I'm going to take.
Yeah.
That's okay, bro. Get that.
No water. So yeah, the shortcuts aren't changing the ending. I can say that. Don't worry about it. Take whichever way you feel. But your skeleton buddies will point towards shortcuts if available. It's good. See?
Yeah, sometimes that's what you gotta do. Just quick switch.
Yeah, so much versatility you get from having extra characters.
Yeah.
This is great. Oh.
Hidden stuff, perhaps? Perhaps.
Who would hide things in walls like that?
Things
It's crazy.
Oh, that's a new Zangetsu one. It's so he's got one of his is like a demon power up.
Yeah, I like having this one for bosses. Oh, and it kills
really,
this guy in one hit. Oh, that's really
so
good.
it increases your attack
Those guys
power.
are really tricky.
Yeah. So this is really, really nice. I mean, Zangetsu already hits hard, and then that just, you know. Oops.
No.
Alright, stupid bat.
Uh-oh.
So Miriam's having a little bit of a tough time, so we'll, so yeah, that's kind of like the rule of thumb. If you're,
There it is.
there it is.
The veteran.
Veteran right there.
Here it
There
goes.
is veteran. There is veteran in a nutshell.
Hold on, watch out. Yeah. Good weapon, and it's anti-air, so that's good. All right.
There we go. Yeah, that knockback will get you. Oh, it's sickle, nice.
Oh, this is really good. Delicious.
Just eats that dude's arrows alive. When I hit the right button, of course.
Yep.
And time it right. Just time it right and hit the right button, and you can eat that dude's arrows alive.
Okay, we'll notice. Let's get this to show this off a little bit. So you notice. Okay, that's good. There was a checkpoint there.
Yeah.
But normally, losing all of your characters will send you back further than just losing one.
Yeah.
One will always start you in the same area, whereas losing all of your characters sends you back to a checkpoint, of which there are fewer. They're fewer and farther between. And that's what uses a life. Like if you don't lose everybody, you don't lose a life. But it can be pretty forgiving when you have a large team. Those guys gave me some trouble too.
Yeah, they're little punks. They are little punks. Oh, that's my favorite one. That is my favorite one. I'm gonna try to time this right. Boom!
That's so good.
Satisfying.
That's
so satisfying.
Normally, that dude takes like 5 hits or something.
Yeah, he takes a lot of hits. That axe hits like a dump truck.
Such a huge startup. It's so slow, but when you hit it, it's very satisfying. What's this?
Oh man, how am I gonna get?
There you go. Yeah. So that's a max weapon power up, and that'll stay with you throughout the whole game. Once you pick it up.
Go for a repeat.
You do it.
Boom! Oh, that's so
sick.
satisfying.
That's so sick.
That is so satisfying. Oh man, I love it.
But yeah, it's hopeful. Oh no, I should have gotten that with Miriam.
Oh yeah, I should have.
Oh well. Just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Got to be careful. Oh, nice.
It's like, oh man, it's like I still want my ball and chain back.
Yeah.
I kind of want Miriam to keep her axe because it's so good.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Yeah, I think that is a good plan.
Well, we got trouble. Yeah, you don't want to stand for that.
Oh. Yeah, this is not an easy boss. Oof. Yeah, I think Glutton Train's almost kind of a gimme. And none of the other bosses are going to be that much of a pushover. Ooh, you clipped him. Oh, man, that axe does a bunch of damage.
Scary. Crap on a cracker.
That's gonna be nasty.
Oh, I got this in the bag.
Yeah. You got the health now.
Yeah, I got some health, which is nice.
Down to one character is pretty rough.
Yeah. Matt. So much for that health.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Don't get hit?
Yeah. That's the lesson to be learned here.
Yeah, I believe the extra characters will stay dead until you either lose all of them or beat the stage. A no death clear is not going to be so easy.
Wow, you jerk face. You stupid turtle jerk face.
So here we're going to see you get sent back because you lost all your characters and life. The checkpoints are a lot less forgiving if you lose everyone.
Why didn't I
safe
do it before?
I don't know. You don't have infinite weapon. Oh, nice. He's gonna keep doing it though. Yeah, it's still a checkpoint. It's not. You don't go to the very beginning. Yeah, unless you're pretty close.
Yeah, unless you don't get to that.
I want to say there's probably only 1 or 2 midway checkpoints, so you can easily get sent back pretty far if you lose everybody. But
yeah,
that's the design, right?
Yeah, I don't think you'll be at a boss and then get sent back to the beginning of the stage.
No. If you're at the final boss, there's almost certainly a checkpoint for that.
I'm sorry, that is never not super satisfying.
Yeah, the game will be releasing. It should be midnight on Steam. I want to double check. It should tell you how far out. It's probably only 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
believe it should be midnight Pacific time.
But like on PlayStation and Nintendo stores, they don't update at midnight.
No,
usually. So it'll be whenever they generally.
I know
update
the eShop updates at 9 a.m. Pacific.
Okay, so you should expect it then.
That much I do know. I'm not sure off the top of my head about Sony's. I swear to God, it's bad.
I mean, if you have questions in the chat,
yeah,
I'll try to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, whoever's not playing
can
look at chat. So.
Yeah.
And we're gonna we have time set aside to do a Q&A.
Yeah.
So no worries there. Whew.
Oh, there you go. If you're playing on Veteran, you really need to learn the bosses. It's not going to be like a cakewalk. Especially, bosses like Folklore here who aren't particularly vulnerable a lot of the time. Like during this pattern, Folklore definitely is, but some of the others, it's going to be a lot harder to get attacks in.
I love that water effect. It's so Alright. Stupid rock.
You get this unlock, right? Right. Ooh.
Ah, you jerk face.
There goes all your weapon points.
Oh,
no, well done. Can you dodge it?
No. No, it cannot.
We don't have any future content to announce right now.
No, nothing to announce at this time. This is fine, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a desperation attack, so it won't kill you, but if you, manage to dodge or defeat it, then you'll get an extra life.
Sizing him up.
He's looking at you.
existence is unsettling to me.
Yeah,
Zangetsu does not. He has no BS.
No,
he is a
true.
straight shooter.
It's true. Alfred's cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And he's got so little health.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Look at that bar. So on casual, it's a bit higher. So this is what he's got. What, six segments there. Ooh.
Yeah. So again, so every time you get a new ally, it'll tell you kind of the same thing it did before, and then this will tell you what Alfred can do. So he's got his rod, which, as you saw, is not exactly
that's not super exciting.
fastest, most efficient way to attack. So he's got, and then
alchemy though.
So
yeah.
I don't have any weapon points right now, so I can't show you.
Right.
Huh. Now we'll kind of just give you like a little taste of this stage. We're not going to complete this stage.
Yeah, just a little bit. Show Alfred off a little bit.
Yeah, we'll show you Alfred a bit.
It's pretty fun.
He's awesome.
He's very technical. If you're not using his alchemy, you're doing it wrong. And you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. So he's got
yeah,
like a fire shield.
Doesn't even care. Yeah, against enemies who only take one hit to kill, that shield is totally.
As you can see, the
rod.
rod is not.
It's like the worst points of Miriam and Zangetsu's attacks, like short range and slow.
Oh, so now he's got the other one now.
Okay.
Yeah, because his life bar is so tiny that you don't want to put him in harm's way too much.
No.
So here's a perfect example of where this comes in. Takes a little copy. But that fire will also eat those arrows alive, which is cool.
Yeah, against those arrows, it's very, very useful.
But yeah, as you can see,
I love the noise he makes when he gets hit. But yeah, as a matter of fact, like this is. See, the skeleton's pointing down, so that means there's a shortcut there. Yeah. How to do?
How to do indeed.
Yeah, just walk in there.
Haha. There you
Anything
go.
suit DLC?
Alfred's a friggin' boss. Don't let his old man frame fool you. Alfred's a boss. He is an absolute boss. Okay, we'll show you this.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll show you this one,
and then call it.
And then I want to show you one more little feature before we go. So this is his, like an ice sword type deal.
Frost Caliber.
Frost Caliber. Smash that boy up. Reminds me of Sub-Zero's fatality from Mortal Kombat 2. They freeze a dude and then just smash him to bits.
Very satisfying.
Very satisfying. Now, this game is called Curse of the Moon, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah, yeah.
As you guys may have noticed when you hit the pause button, there's a thing called Curse of the Moon here. Oh, you may ask, what the hell is Curse of the Moon? Well, say you get through a stage, right? And you're like, oh, you know, I really wish I made so-and-so an ally. Or, you know, maybe I don't want this guy to be an ally. Maybe I want to go out solo. Or like, oh man, I missed that power-up. Whatever your reason is. If you find yourself regretting a grievous error you have committed in the past, the Moon's Curse can undo the flow of time and give you the chance to begin anew.
Yep.
So you're like, you know what? I don't like Alfred for whatever reason. I don't want that guy. So you can literally go back to stage 2 from the beginning as if you getting Alfred and going to stage 3 never happened.
Pretty much just after you finish stage 1.
Yeah, you can go back to any stage you've cleared. Now,
but you won't have any of the stuff that you had prior.
Right.
Or like you can't go to stage 2 having stuff you collected from stage 2. So.
Right, exactly. So you lose everything.
Yeah.
So it's basically like it's like one giant undo button, basically.
Yeah.
Is what that is. So you can use that to your advantage if you forget something or you just decide you want to take a different path. That is entirely up to you. But you know. So there's a whole lot to explore in this game. I hope you guys got a good taste of what is in store for Curse of the Moon. I hope you guys are excited. But that's all we're going to show you for the game today. We don't want to show you too much. You know, we want you to be able to
It'll be out very soon.
The game for yourselves. It'll be out very soon. And so for now, since you guys kind of got a taste of things and see where the game's going, we want to take this opportunity to take your questions. So before we go, we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A here. So we're going to switch that over to Q&A session, and then
Twitch and YouTube.
So all you guys on Twitch and on YouTube watching, this will be your chance to ask us some questions about the game, and you got our attention. And so for the next 5-ish minutes or so, we're gonna answer as many of these as we can. Bathing suit DLC for all characters? Absolutely not. Sorry.
Take into consideration. Will the 3DS version have multiplayer? No version has multiplayer. They're all single player, so no. But other than that, systems that have Rumble will have Rumble, but that's the only difference between any version of the game.
Are you still involved with the development of Ritual of the Night? No, we are not, and have not been for quite some time, actually. Why wasn't the game delayed to benefit those who funded the game? It just, unfortunately, is not quite that easy. When you are managing essentially 6 releases in 3 territories, you can't just say, oh, we're delaying this, boom, right now. It just does not work that way, unfortunately. Release dates get decided well before, and they don't get decided like, a day before or 2 days before. So those are things you can just decide at the last minute and change at the last minute willy-nilly. And that's just not how it works, unfortunately. When I say that we did everything we could to get everything in sync, we did. We're sorry it wasn't 100% perfect, and, we will try to do better next time, but this is not because we didn't want to do something or because we were lazy or anything like that. That much I can assure you.
Yeah, if you have, I didn't see any email about Gunvolt issues on PC. Make sure you send that. If you have issues with that, please send them to support@inti.co.jp, and we will try to see if we can do something about that. I'm not aware.
Yeah, I don't see.
Did you see anything like that?
I get hundreds of emails.
Yeah, well, it's been very busy with Curse of the Moon.
It's really hard to check every single email right now.
But please, if you have any issues, feel free.
But yeah, if you do, we will do our absolute best to make sure to see that.
Support@inti.co.jp.
Can you level your characters? There's not like a leveling system, as you probably noticed. But obviously, you're kind of, I guess your leveling is getting the new characters or choosing not to get the new characters.
Yeah, there is a way you can unlock abilities that you can find out. Yeah. I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil that.
Yeah, Curse of the Moon, does that rewind time to the last level you finished? You can actually rewind time to the beginning of any level you finished.
Right, you can go back as far as you want.
But yeah, it rewinds it completely.
Yeah, like I said, it's one big undo button. And when I say undo, I mean it completely undoes it, as if it never happened. But I mean, you can go from stage 5 to stage 1 if you want to. That's up to you.
Character life bars, there are items that will give you more max health.
Yeah.
You'll have to find those.
Gotta find them.
Yep.
When would you expect the game to be clear? How long does it take to beat? See a couple people asking that. It's one of those things, it's really hard to say because it really depends on your skill level, number one.
And what mode you're playing it on.
What mode you're playing on, and number 2, what do you mean by beat? Do you mean see the ending once? See every single ending? Because as we've said from the beginning, there are multiple endings. So it could be anywhere from 5-ish hours to dozens of hours, depending on.
I'd say like if you were to play on casual mode and just your way through the game, you're still probably not going to get under an hour.
No,
probably at least an hour and a half. And then if
this is talking for like.
Yeah, if you were just zooming through, and that's just one clear, because I will make it clear. Just clearing the game once will not let you see everything.
That is not everything.
There's more stuff to unlock and more endings to see.
Yes, there are many different endings.
And trust me, to get some of those endings, it's going to be a lot more effort, if you know what I mean.
Yes, yes.
And it's going to take some time, so.
I see you asking how we got inspiration for the game. Basically, we actually got asked this when we were at Bit Summit, and basically what we do is like, okay, we're working with IGA. You know, IGA has made all these amazing games. So what we did for inspiration, we asked ourselves, what do we think fans of his games will like? And then we kind of build on it from there. So we hope, you know, those of you who like the kind of games that, you know, IGA-san is known for, you know, we certainly hope that you like the look of Curse of the Moon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And yes, we will be at Anime Expo.
Yes, we
Please
will.
look forward to it.
Yes, we will.
Come see
I'll make a
us.
more like official like announcement. Hey, what we're doing, where we're going to be, all that stuff in the coming weeks. But yes, we will definitely be at Anime Expo.
This is bricks. This is real bricks.
Real bricks.
Real bricks. Very real bricks.
Super real. Your favorite character in Curse of the Moon?
Probably Miriam. She's just super good at clearing the stages. Like that huge reach takes a little getting used to, but it's super useful. And her sub weapons are really good too.
She's really cool. I really like. I love magic using, so I love Alfred.
Yeah, he's
Alfred's again because he looks unassuming at first,
stupid powerful,
and then you see him just trounce some stuff. Like, you know, there's those big golems. He just like freeze, boop, and just. So I think that's really.
He's got some weaknesses,
I love that.
If you use them right,
it's
pretty.
I love the glass cannon type.
Yeah,
he's very much that to a T.
Yes,
so I really like that.
So we're talking about like one more question?
Yeah, we got like one or two more. What are our roles for Curse of the Moon? We're the ones who, all the English text you see was written by us. Depending on the game, I'll sometimes be like a producer, but for this, we just did both, myself and Andrew just did localization work on Curse of the Moon. I will take one more question, and then we are going to wrap it up. Let's see, I'll give you guys a second. We see, I've seen a couple things about like releases. No release date for Luminous Avenger X yet. There are 4 characters in the game. Will there be? We've had already been answered DLC. Not sure, but nothing official right now. What happened to Dragon Mark for Death? It's still being worked on. Don't you worry about that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we really hope you guys enjoy Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. We are super excited about the project, as I've said thousands of times by now. So be sure to check the eShop, the PlayStation Store, Steam in your region, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts about the game. So until next time, which will be 2 weeks, today we'll be back on our normal schedule. So we will see you guys in 2 weeks from now. Until then, thank you very much for coming to hang out with us, and I'll see you on Twitter. Bye.
Bye-bye.